Welcome, my name is Nigel Ellis and I'm the Sales Manager at Cattani ESAM UK Limited. In today's webinar I will be discussing how to prolong the life and care for your Cattani equipment, with an overview of Cattani's single and multi-surgery suction and compressed air systems, including your maintenance requirements. Cattani SPA of Italy was formed 50 years ago by Augusto Cattani. Both our suction and compressed air products are renowned worldwide throughout the industry for their quality and reliability. Cattani is actually one of two companies given permission to use the NASA Space Shuttle in their advertising. Cattani SPA developed hand-sized instruments to take air samples whilst up in space. Who are we? We're the sole agents for the UK dental market. We provide single and multiple surgery suction and compressed air units for dental practices. We can also supply large plants for hospitals and training facilities. The largest to date is running over 400 dental chairs. Cattani UK is owned by Jackie and Steve Bailey and their family. 2019 is our 30th anniversary for trading in the UK. How do I decide on a suction system? Firstly, would your preference be single or multiple surgery suction? If single surgery is your favoured option, our MicroSmart unit can be located in the surgery or an adjoining room. Each surgery will require their own suction system. One benefit, should one unit fail, then the other surgeries will still continue to function. The downside of these systems is unwanted noise in the surgery. If multiple surgery is your favoured option, our TurboSmart or TurboSmart 2V units would be required. These need to be located in a plant room and will supply vacuum to 2, 3 or 4 surgeries simultaneously without loss of vacuum. We would recommend having a duplex system. These systems can also assist when carrying out annual service, as one unit can be serviced while the other still continues to function. When located in a plant room, it will reduce noise in the dental surgery, creating a more relaxed atmosphere for staff and patients. All central vacuum systems require a correctly sized plant room with adequate ventilation. This we can advise on during a site visit. Q-Cool technology. Using Q-Cool power saving technology, Cattani duplex systems will work on a rotational basis, only calling for the second or third pump when required, ideal for 2 to 12 surgery practices. Different types of vacuum. Firstly, conservation dentistry. The characteristics are high airflow, medium vacuum, ideal for drilling and filling. By using a large bore aspirator tip of approximately 16mm, will adequately remove the nebulized spray from the handpiece from a large area within the oral cavity. This aids patient comfort and the dentist and dental nurse aids vision within the oral cavity. If using an incorrectly sized aspirator tip, it will not remove the spray adequately, resulting in excess fluid which will cause your patient to gag constantly. Wetline vacuum systems. The characteristics are high vacuum, ideal for implant procedures. By using a narrow bore aspirator tip of approximately 11mm, will adequately remove heavy debris such as blood, tooth and bone from a precise area within the oral cavity. How Cattani systems are different. Cattani single and multiple surgery systems offer high airflow for your conservation procedures and high vacuum for your surgical and implant procedures. For dental vacuum, ISO 10637 states the maximum vacuum level should not exceed 250 millibar and should not fall below a minimum of 140 millibar. If over 250 millibar, if the aspirator tip comes into contact with the patient's cheek or tongue, it could cause soft tissue damage. If under 140 millibar, it may not provide enough vacuum to aspirate. Purchasing a new suction system. Firstly, please feel free to contact Cattani UK for free advice. Details can be found at the end of the webinar. Alternatively, you can contact your dealer, retailer, independent engineer for advice on all Cattani products. For existing practices, Cattani UK can carry out a site survey and provide you with a written report on your existing suction, airflow and vacuum readings, enable us to recommend the correct system for you. We may recommend minor alterations to your pipework or relocation of the suction unit. For new practices, we can attend meetings with contractors, architects. We will then provide pipework drawings once we have specified the correct system. Cattani Smart Suction. Single surgery MicroSmart and MicroSmart Cube systems. ideal for conservation and surgical or implant procedures. Microsmart can be installed up to 8 metres away in a plant room or within the cabinetry in the surgery. Multiple surgery TurboSmart and TurboSmart Cube and 2V systems, ideal for conservation and surgical procedures. TurboSmart requires a plant room for your installations. These are supplied as 2 surgery units which can be upgraded to a 4 surgery system with a software upgrade. TurboSmart 2V is a 4 surgery system and is ideal for replacements for existing wetline systems. Microsmart and TurboSmart provide high airflow for your conservation work and high vacuum for your implant procedures. Cube systems have all the features of Microsmart or TurboSmart, but in a compact noise reducing EPS housing. The 5 key components to all our smart suction systems are control panel, keypad, amalgam separator, air water separator and the vacuum motor. Inverter drive technology. Cattani Micro and Microsmart Cube systems use inverter drive technology. This technology alters the frequency of the motor spin speed to increase or decrease the vacuum of specific procedures. The control panel of the unit allows the dentist or dental nurse to select the desired vacuum remotely. Vacuum levels available on a Microsmart are: option 1, low level vacuum, generally 70 millibar, ideal for nervous patients, elderly and children. Option 2, this provides a high airflow of 300 litres of air per minute. The vacuum level can be set from 160 to 180 millibar, which is ideal for conservation dentistry. Option 3, this is the default setting. This provides high vacuum of 210 millibar and a high airflow of 300 litres of air per minute through the large bore aspirator tip, which is ideal for conservation, surgical and implant procedures. TurboSmart Suction Variable Speed. Our TurboSmart multiple surgery systems will always try to achieve a negative vacuum of 210 millibar. TurboSmart is designed to provide a constant vacuum level. As the demand changes from the surgeries, TurboSmart will react to the varying demand, resulting in an even level of vacuum for all the surgeries throughout the day. Older systems work on a fixed speed motor running at a maximum RPM, whether 1, 2, 3 or 4 surgeries require suction. This causes peaks and troughs, resulting in vacuum levels increasing and decreasing all day. Cattani Variable Speed Suction. A surgery picking up a tip and therefore calling for suction will activate the TurboSmart. TurboSmart will always try to achieve a negative vacuum of 210 millibar. Then when a second surgery picks up a tip, there is a slight drop in vacuum. TurboSmart will then instantly respond and will increase the speed to deal with the demand for both surgeries. When one of the surgeries replaces the tip, TurboSmart will sense an increase in pressure and automatically slow down the motor to simply deal with the one surgery that still requires suction. TurboSmart is designed to provide a constant vacuum level. As the demand changes from the surgeries, TurboSmart will react to the varying demand. It will also respond depending on the requirements of suction. For example, when carrying out surgical procedures, this will result in a lower operating speed. TurboSmart is supplied as a 2 surgery unit, but with a software upgrade can provide suction for up to 4 surgeries simultaneously without loss in vacuum. TurboSmart detects the requirements from the surgeries from the vacuum level in the pipework and automatically adjusts to provide the best and most appropriate performance available. This is why it's very important to have the correct pipework layout in your practice. Most of the problems we hear about from customers are generally down to incorrect pipework runs and sizes. Some dental chairs will only allow a maximum of 180 millibar of negative vacuum. TurboSmart and Microsmart can be set so that they do not exceed the maximum vacuum level set by the chair manufacturer, making sure that no damage is caused to the internal components. Installation. Contact your local dealer, retailer or independent engineer. They can advise on the following: the correct way which our unit should be installed, what maintenance is required, and also details about our warranties, what will be required for annual service. All our recommended and approved engineers are trained at our office in Bromsgrove. Alternatively, contact Cattani UK for free advice over the phone or email. Some considerations for installation. Ventilation. You need to keep the housing cool. We recommend that there should be an extraction fan at the top of the housing to extract hot air generated by the vacuum system. Air exhaust. Designed to take away any bacteria and mercury filled air and vented to atmosphere where possible. Antibacterial and mercury vapour filters. For good practice, we recommend an antibacterial and mercury vapour filter fitted to the air exhausts. This will remove mercury vapour when cutting amalgam and bacteria from the patient's mouth. When suction systems are installed next to a compressor, this would also be recommended. If filters are not present, we recommend the exhaust be vented to atmosphere at high level. At low level, where members of the public could pass, we would also recommend one of these filters be fitted. Smart suction Wi-Fi capabilities. All MicroSmart and TurboSmart systems come with Wi-Fi connection capabilities. This enables the unit to be connected to your practice Wi-Fi. Using our free Cattani Smart app, you can connect to your machine remotely using your practice Wi-Fi via your mobile phone, tablet or laptop. MicroSmart also allows you to check and adjust the suction levels remotely. You can also monitor the amalgam level inside the amalgam pot. This will bring up an alarm if it reaches 95 or 100% full. You will also receive an alert for any error codes that the system may have detected. It will also allow you to view the events list for the most recent alarms. The Cattani Smart Keypad allows your engineer to check things such as the events list, giving you information on error codes that have been detected since the last service. Permanent on-screen information includes the current software system, current temperature within the control panel, amalgam level inside the amalgam separator pot. Engineers can also check the working hours of the suction system, also known as the running time. Smart suction amalgam separation. For the UK market, we're required to remove a minimum of 95% amalgam from aspirated fluids. For Germany, this is 98%. As Cattani suction units are sold worldwide, our amalgam separators are manufactured to separate at a minimum of 98% to cover all markets. Amalgam separators are designed to separate a mass, amalgam being one of them. Another product collected would be prophylaxis paste. We recommend you don't empty the amalgam container until it's at least 95% full. At 100% full, the system will carry on working until it is switched off at the mains power supply at the end of the working day. The following morning, the display screen will show an error code for 100% amalgam level. Replace or empty the amalgam pot before starting the working day. How does our amalgam separator work? Firstly, fluids enter the ISO 18 amalgam separator under pressure from the TurboSmart. These fluids are then forced down into the hydrocyclone through a series of diagonal holes, which push the fluids down in a spiral motion. When these fluids reach the base, they are often forced back up through the hydrocyclone. It is at this point of rapid change in fluid direction that the amalgam particles are separated and extracted down into the amalgam pot. The separated fluids travel up through the low pressure centre of the cone and are forced through the centre of the plate. The fluids are then forced out of the hydrocyclone through a centre hole, which then exits via a tube. The ISO 18 amalgam separator relies on fluid pressure from the TurboSmart. When the fluid pressure is high, the subsequent fluid velocity and the hydrocyclone ensures the amalgam particles are separated from the fluids. If fluid pressure is too low, for example when only small volumes of fluids are being aspirated from the surgeries, the fluid velocity will not be sufficient to achieve a maximum separation of particles. At such times, fluids are recirculated back into the TurboSmart. These fluids go through the ISO 18 amalgam separator again until such time as the fluid pressure is enough to achieve full separation. Amalgam particles are stored in the amalgam pot until they reach the maximum level. At 95% and 100% full, the unit will alarm, notifying the user. When this happens, the amalgam pot should either be replaced for a new one, or alternatively, you can empty it into your sludge drum. Clean the pot thoroughly and replace. This should be carried out as soon as possible. Microsmart cleaning and maintenance, changing and cleaning the amalgam pot. PPE, gloves, face mask, apron and eye protection. First, turn the unit off. The screen will turn off after approximately 20 seconds. Number 2. Using the handle, wind down the amalgam pot in a clockwise direction. You can now remove the amalgam pot. Number 3. We recommend you replace with a new pot. Alternatively, empty the sludge into a sludge drum, making sure you clean the groove at the back of the pot thoroughly. Number 4. Wipe the inner edge of the amalgam pot and then lubricate the inner edge with a Lubrijet drop or spray. At the base of the amalgam pot is a recess. When replacing the pot, you must ensure that the disc sits within the recess. Number 6. Also ensure that the plastic lugs on either side of the pot locate correctly into the retainer. Number 7. Wind the handle on the base of the pot in an anti-clockwise direction to move the pot up into position, ensuring the lugs locate into the grooves. It's now safe to turn the Microsmart back on. TurboSmart cleaning and maintenance, changing and cleaning the amalgam pot. Again, we would recommend PPE, gloves, face mask, apron and eye protection. Firstly, turn the unit off. The screen will turn off after approximately 20 seconds. Number 2. Open the air inlet located at the top of the cyclone. Number 3. Open the drain top anti-clockwise into the 12 o'clock position. The cyclone is full of water. Releasing the drain tap will siphon off excess water and take it away from the pot so contaminated fluids will not go everywhere when you remove the pot. Number 4. When the fluid has stopped draining through the clear tube, hold the base of the pot, pull the lever upwards and remove the pot downwards. Number 5. We recommend you replace with a new pot. Alternatively, empty the sludge into a sludge drum, making sure you clean the groove at the back of the pot thoroughly. Number 6. Wipe the inner edge of the pot, then lubricate the inner edge with Lubrijet drop or spray. Number 7. Locate the recess of the pot into the amalgam sensor. Then lift the pot so it just touches the O-ring and then push the handle down. The handle will locate the lugs on the side of the pot and bring it up into the correct position. If there is any resistance, then the pot isn't located in the correct position. Number 8. Close the drain tap into the 3 o'clock position. Number 9. Then close the air inlet located on the top of the cyclone. This only needs to be finger tight. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance, inline debris filters. These filters must be checked on a daily or weekly basis. Firstly, turn the yellow handle 45 degrees anti-clockwise. Number 2, remove the filter and clean under a tap in a dirty sink. Any large particles such as amalgam, alginate or tooth can be emptied into your sludge drum. Number 3, wipe the O-ring down and wipe the recess where the filter sits. Use Lubrijet spray or drop to lubricate the O-ring and reinsert. This operation is also for the Microsmart. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance, daily checks. Check the inline debris filter, check the display for any error codes and check amalgam indicators on the display. Daily maintenance. Use Pulleyjet aspirator cleaner to clean your suction system. This will remove any debris in all of the pipework. Cattani manufacture a range of cleaning consumables under the Magnolia brand, PuliJet Classic and PuliJet Plus. These are both aspirator cleaners. Once again, we recommend PPE must be used. Gloves, face masks, apron and eye protection must be worn. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance. PuliJet Plus aspirator cleaner and disinfectant. PuliJet Plus is an oil-based solution. So firstly, gently shake the bottle. Then open the red cap and squeeze the bottle to fill the small chamber to the 10 ml indicator. The last clean of the week we'd recommend using 20 ml. This then will also act as a disinfectant. PuliJet is designed to leave a small coating in the pipework which allows it to work overnight. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance. Using your Cattani pulse cleaner bucket. Firstly, we'd recommend PPE. So gloves, face mask, apron and eye protection must be worn. Number 1. Pour the 10 ml of PuliJet solution from the chamber into the pulse cleaner bucket. Number 2. Fill the bucket with 2.5 litres of warm water. This is to the 3rd level marker inside the bucket. Number 3. Attach the aspirator tips. The suction will then start. Then the 2 white tubes in the bucket will pulsate up and down to aspirate air and solution at the same time. When the solution reaches the shelf at the base of the plungers, pour the remaining solution down to the spittoon on the chair. This keeps the spittoon valve and internal pipeworks of the chair clean. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance. Warranty servicing requirements. All Cattani smart suction systems come with a 3-year parts warranty as standard. This can be extended by purchasing an additional 2-year extended warranty. This must be purchased with the unit at point of sale. A requirement of the warranty is to use Magnolia PuliJet Plus or Classic on a daily basis, mix correctly and dispense via the pulse cleaner bucket supplied. Annual servicing is also required. This can be pre-arranged with your engineer. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance. Annual service. What is involved? Your engineer will strip and clean down the amalgam separator and replace key elements, for example, the amalgam pot, the inline debris filter and O-rings. Your engineer will go through the unit's memory using the control panel to check maximum detected temperatures, error codes over the last 12-month period since the last service. Questions they may ask you. Has your practice been using PuliJet aspirator cleaner as part of the daily maintenance? Your engineer will explain the reason as to why it is recommended. Smart suction cleaning and maintenance. End of the working day. You should treat your suction system like your computer. Firstly, wait for the unit to stop. Then turn the unit off at the on-off switch located on the top of the control panel. It is then safe to turn the unit off at the main supply on the wall. The screen will switch off after approximately 20 seconds. Please feel free to visit our website www.cattaniesam.co.uk to download cleaning and maintenance sheets for all of our systems. Cattani oilless compressors. Cattani supply oilless compressors from single to multiple surgeries. Our oilless compressors can also be purchased with noise reducing hoods or with a sound reducing cabinet, which will reduce noise levels dramatically. The internal surface of our receivers are coated with BioCoat Silver ion technology, which provides permanent antimicrobial protection guaranteed. Oilless compressors, how do they work? Firstly, open the clear plastic cover on the front of the control panel and press the black button. The unit will then start. Air is then drawn in through the air inlet filters to remove any dust particles. This then travels through the system and intercooler, which cools the air. It then passes into the bottom of the drying column. The air then rises through the drying column and a small amount of air will be held in the stainless steel receiver. Inside the drying column is a desiccant similar to that found in a new box of shoes, but of a higher grade. The remaining air is then stored in the receiver. The internal surface of our receivers are coated with BioCoat Silver ion technology, which provides permanent antimicrobial protection which is guaranteed. When the receiver is full, the air motor will stop. The solenoid at the bottom of the drying column then opens and allows air stored in the stainless steel receiver to purge moisture down through the base of the drying column and into the collection bottle. In an emergency, hit the red button on the clear plastic cover on the control panel and the unit will stop immediately. This is also known as the dead man switch. This is also the switch you will use at the end of the working day. At the end of the working day, turn off the unit using the dead man switch and then turn the unit off on the mains. How to choose your oilless compressor. Firstly, does the compressor supply a minimum of 50 litres of air per minute per surgery at 5 bar pressure? For 3 surgeries, minimum requirement is 150 litres of air per minute per surgery. For 4 surgeries, the minimum requirement should be 200 litres of air per minute per surgery. A lot of practices are now purchasing handpiece oiling systems, which also require compressed air. Also, some autoclaves or washer disinfection systems use compressed air. All of these can take air at the same time as the dental surgery requires air, which will then reduce your supply, so handpieces may be slow or the chair will move slowly. Please feel free to always talk to Cattani UK for advice. Installation. Firstly, will the compressor be installed internally or externally to the building? We would recommend similar ventilation as our suction systems, as the unit will require constant cool air to be drawn around the system, preferably with an extraction fan. The warmer the air, the higher the moisture content, so the dryer will be working harder. It is good practice not to have a compressor and a suction system in the same room side by side. If the air exhaust came off the suction system, the compressor would draw the contaminated air, hold it in the chamber and then push it back through the system into the surgery via the 3-in-1 syringe or the handpiece while the next patient is being treated. When supplied, always check that you have the pressure vessel test certificate and a safety valve certificate. These should be attached to your machine. You will need these for your records for insurance purposes. Copies of these certificates cannot be obtained as copies are not recognised by insurance companies. Monthly maintenance. First, check room temperature. The warmer the air, the higher the moisture content. Ideally, the room should be between +5 and +40 degrees Celsius. Then check the fans are working correctly. Check for moisture in the receiver by opening the small drain valve at the base of the receiver. Cleaning and maintenance and warranty servicing requirements. All Cattani oilless compressors come with a 5-year parts warranty as standard. This can be extended by purchasing an additional 2-year extended warranty. This must be purchased with the unit at point of sale. A requirement of the warranty is that annual service is carried out. This can be pre-arranged with your dental engineer. Annual service, what is involved? In years 1 and 2, your engineer will check the following: for moisture in the receiver, the intercooler is working correctly, for air leaks. They'll replace the start capacitor and replace the air intake filters. Charging time. To do this, the engineer will turn off the system, drain all of the air, then turn the system back on to recharge it. This takes approximately 45 to 50 seconds to completely refill the receiver. The motor will then stop. A 3-year service, what is involved? Same checks as the annual service, but your engineer will also replace the drying column. From our website, you can download product brochures for all of our suction and compressed air systems, pulley jet instructions on how to dispense and mix correctly, information sheets on how to change Microsmart and TurboSmart amalgam containers, Microsmart and TurboSmart daily and annual routine maintenance sheets, for compressors, monthly and annual routine maintenance sheets, and safety data sheets for cost purposes. If you wish to contact us regarding service to your existing equipment or suppliers of new products, please tell us what county you are in and we can advise you who your local dealer will be. All engineers are offered a free of charge training course which covers all of our suction and compressed air units. So for a summary, Cattani UK supply all of the UK dental market with dental suction and compressed air systems, from single surgery to multiple surgery systems for dental practices and hospitals, including some of the world's largest teaching facilities. Single surgery suction systems, Microsmart and Microsmart Cube. For multi-surgery suction systems, Turbosmart and Turbosmart Cube. For more than 4 surgeries, we recommend installation of our Turbosmart Tandem, or triple units on a frame, of which we can custom build in the UK. Alternatively, for up to 15 surgeries, we have our MaxiSmart system. Cattani SPA Italy can also build custom units for 8 to 400 plus surgeries. Compressors. Our oilless compressors provide compressed air for single and multiple surgeries and are supplied with drying columns as standard. Our oilless compressors can also be purchased with noise reducing hoods or with a sound reducing cabinet. Cabinet is for the 1 to 4 surgery systems only, which will reduce noise levels dramatically. Cattani SPA of Italy can also design and build large customised compressed air systems for hospitals and teaching facilities. When looking for a suction and compressed air system, please contact us for advice. If you're looking for a multiple surgery system, we can organise a site survey where we will test your existing suction system by taking readings of the vacuum and airflow in the surgeries. We can then recommend and advise the best system for your practice. Thank you for joining us today. I hope the webinar has been informative. If you have any questions regarding the products we have spoken about, please contact our office by phoning 01527 877 997 or email info@cattaniesam.co.uk. We look forward to hearing from you. Please also feel free to take a look at our website www.cattaniesam.co.uk for further product information and specifications. Myself and the team at Cattani UK look forward to working with you in the future on existing or new projects.